sometimes what we see is also watching us. On cold, dark nights, when the world was asleep, something was awake in the forbidden forest. The village elders always warned, whoever enters the forest never returns the same. Rohan was an ordinary boy, but there was a fear brewing within him, the fear of this forest. People whispered that shadows moved there, unseen eyes watched, and something followed you. Rohan had never been there, and he didn't want to go either. But fate had other plans for him. One day, his friends challenged him. If you're truly brave, spend one night in the forest. He laughed, but deep inside, terror gripped him. What if the stories were true? What if something was waiting for me? But backing down? Impossible. So that very night, under the dim moonlight, Rohan stepped into the haunted forest, where no one else dared to go. The wind howled, leaves rustled, the darkness was alive, and then, crack! A twig snapped behind him. His heart pounded. It's just my imagination, just my imagination. But as he stepped forward, the shadow moved. And then there were two shadows. Who was there? Was someone watching him? Or was something following him? It had already come to the fore. Then came the whisper, "Why have you come here?" Rohan's legs trembled, his breath hitched. He wanted to run, but then something stood behind him. He turned around and saw it. A tall, dark, horrifying figure with glowing eyes. Rohan wanted to scream, but "This is me." The words echoed in his head. He looked again. It wasn't a monster, it was his own shadow. The moonlight had stretched and distorted it, making it terrifying. And the whispers, just the wind playing tricks on his mind. He had been trapped in his own fear all along. Tears welled in Rohan's eyes, not of fear but of realization. I have learned today that fear is a prison, and we stay trapped until we decide to break free. When he returned to the village, everyone gasped. The boy who once feared the dark was now fearless. The wise elder smiled and said, "True courage is not the absence of fear, but standing firm despite it." And so Rohan not only conquered his own fear, but taught others that when we face our fears, darkness turns into light. If you like the video, please subscribe, like, and press bell icon and share your friends.